Now, next step, let's do a simple email retargeting campaign. Basic, without smart tags, without word AI yet. Just super basic if someone just wants to send an email and that's it. We click on email retargeting. Click on add new. The type of email we recommend is autoresponder. We want to create an automate sequence and not one-off campaigns because we want to target them based on the time they visit, based on the time they open the email, or based on the time they clicked. So an automated sequence will get you that result. One-off campaign regular will not. So we will choose autoresponder. Here we will choose the main one, not the segments. Match your hash because this is where everything starts. If we have a suppression list, we just check it. Okay, click next. Now let's take one of our campaigns. Let's put the subject line. Let's click on show more options. Here we can set, if we click on this plus sign, we can set an automation that if someone will open that email, we will move him to the opener segment. Now, I'm not ignoring these buttons, but we will do videos about them in next videos. For now, let's keep it simple. After I put the subject line, I added against the action against subscriber upon campaign open. If you don't want to do it and you want to keep all of them on the same list, you can do it. You can just exit and close it out. Now let's put the body of the email. This is the type of campaign we call a permission pass. This is the first email they will ever get after they visit, and it's important for you to tell them what you are going to send them. Okay? And basically you are not trying to get them to opt in because we already have their email, but you are giving them the option to opt out in case they do not want more information. If they opened but didn't unsubscribe, after 15 minutes we can send them again because we know they're open and 15 minutes is enough time for them to opt out. After we put the content, in the first email you can add a hyperlink, but we do not recommend that. In the first email at least, do not use links. This will become link, but it's something different. Now, action against subscriber on link linked, we do not need over here because we don't have any active links, or we want any. Now, you're probably asking, what about the unsubscribe and the canned spam information and all of that? Let's click on Save Template. And now the system actually added your company, name, address, city, zip code, unsubscribe link, and report spam. In our system, if someone will just click on one of them to check if your unsubscribe is working and will not even complete the unsubscribe procedure, our system will unsubscribe and blacklist him automatically. Because from what we are checking, 80% of the people that will start the unsubscribe procedure but will not end it, will not really unsubscribe, in the end will report spam. So we do not give them an option to do that to us. If they check it, we remove them automatically. Just side note. Now, here is the hour of the activation. This is something that is very important because this is also going to be the time that we are going to send the emails. So let's say if we are using, the date is not that important, more the hour is important because we want to set it in automation based. So let's say today the date is the 12th. Let's click on the hour icon and let's say that we want the email to start be sending at 8:30 a.m. Okay? And the trigger time will be in this case 0 hours because this email is going to be sent to the people that the first email that is going to send to people that visit our website. So as soon as we identify them, we will send them email. Include current subscribers. Now we don't have any, so it doesn't really matter. But in general, just so you know, if you are going to edit a campaign where you have an existing list in your project and you do not want to send them the email again, you should choose no and click on next. This is the first campaign and it's finished. Now, something really important is if you will not have much option here, you would just see 3. That means the sending engine in our backend admin is not connected yet. It's a new project. We need to set it up in the backend. And after the soldier is connected, the sending engine is connected to your project, you will see more options over here. I will pause this video for a second and I will enable it in the back end to show you the difference. Okay. Now you can see you have 2 more options because I already enabled the project in our backend. If in case you see you still have 3 projects after more than 24 hours, please, you have here a support pop-up. You can just tell us your username and the project ID and project name inside the project tab. You can see over here. You can see this is the project ID 305 in that example, and this is the name. You send us both in the campaign, in the support ticket over here, and we will handle that super fast. So let's get back to email retargeting. After we finish the first campaign, now the campaign is not active yet. We need first to send us ourselves a test, and we do it by clicking send a test. Let's send to my Gmail. Test email sent successfully. And here I got the email. Okay, this is the email. We read the email, we see everything is okay. Yeah, everything looks fine. Okay, now what we need to do, after you tested the email and checked is okay, now you click on action and click on send, which will activate and make this autoresponder live. Now the campaign is live. The next email we are going to create is for the openers, because this email, in this case, we are doing just 1 email per segment just to show you. But then I will show you something else, but we will talk about that later. For now, we created for the main campaign. Now let's create another campaign for the opener segment. Again, the email type should be autoresponder. The project now is open segment because we want to trigger people that opened. We don't have a suppression list. Click on next. Now let me take the next campaign information. We don't need to have action against subscriber upon campaign open because they already opened. So we do not need that. Now let's put the campaign inside. Okay, so in this case we want to use links, and let me get the links. So this is just a side note for me. When you want to hyperlink something and make it a call to action, you basically hyperlinked, you click over here, you paste in the URL, click OK, and that's it. Here, let's add another one. In the next video, we will show you how to spin this content and actually do split testing on steroids. Okay, here you can see we have like a PS section with a different product. So that means from the same email open, we can get few clicks if the person is actually interested in what we are doing, which he should because it visits our website, right? So let's get the link for Agency Exceller. Okay. Lockbox. Okay, now something really important. In order for us to trigger action against subscriber on link clicked, we must first save the template. So the system will know what links we are going to target. So what we are doing is save template. Now we click on action against subscriber on link clicked, plus URL number 1, match your hash. We choose to move it, and here, just so you know, in general, we are going to speak about this feature in the next videos. You will have sub-project, so you will be able to separate them based on different links they clicked on. So for example, the first one is match your hash, second one is agency Exceller, the last one is Lockbox. You will be able to actually move them to a different list based on what they clicked on. So if you have someone that is selling dogs and cats food, you will be able to trigger only the dog pages and send them to dogs openers, and the cats will be sent to cats openers. Just an example. We will show you later the full option. For now, we will move all of them to the click segment. And the time we are setting here is the activate at doesn't really important because it's getting activated when they open the email. Okay, so don't do anything in the activate at. The trigger time you should do is 15 minutes. Basically, the way this email is going to be triggered out is if someone opened the email, it passed 15 minutes and it didn't unsubscribe or report spam or something like that. Because if he will, it will be removed automatically from the system and this email will not be sent to him. So automatically what we are doing here is we're actually sending to people that open but didn't unsubscribe. So 15 minutes is enough time for them to unsubscribe and include current subscriber. It doesn't really matter. Again, we do not have any. Click next, and now we can test that. Okay, email sent, email received. Okay, let's check. Yep, working perfect. Okay, if you see the report or unsubscribe are not hyperlink, it's just because it's a test email. Okay, don't worry about that. If you will add yourself to the list, you will be able to see everything is perfect. Okay, so now we have an email for match your hash, homepage, the raw, the main project, and we have another email retargeting campaign to the opener segment. Now we need another email campaign for the clickers, and that's basically where the basic campaign structure ends. Let's click on add new, autoresponder again, choose the project click segment this time, next. Put the subject line. Again, we do not need open automation because they already open and click. Let me paste this one. Okay. We can put the links over here again. For now, we can remove them just for the case of this video. Again, to trigger the links, we need to click on Save Template. Now let's click on Action again, subscriber on link clicked. And you need to have that only if you are going to target them to move them to a different list. Because if you remember, this campaign is for the clickers list. Okay? So normally you will not need to use action against subscriber link click because they already clicked. But if you are going to send them different links or to different products, you can move them based on what they click. Okay, now this is for the clickers. Something really important that we need to note, that on the first time we import, we inject automatically your site visitor hashes and email. It's based on the time we receive it from DDT, for example. But once someone opened the email, each individual that opened the email, his timestamp that he opened the email from now will be set as his 0 timestamp. Means if 2 people open, one open, let's say me and Gil got emails. I open it 1 a.m., he opened it 3 p.m. The next email that will be sent out to the opener segment, and we both open the email, will be based on the time we actually open the email, each of us. Okay? Same thing with the click segment. Means if I clicked on a different time, that time will become now my 0 time. The trigger time here should be 1 day, because we send them the raw email, the first campaign. If they open, we'll already send them after 15 minutes. There is no use of bombarding them with a lot of emails. So the trigger time we are setting here, 1 day, means 1 day from the time they clicked on an email. Okay, so that means that's very high engagement time for each and every lead. Now, we complete that. Yes or no doesn't really matter. We don't have any leads inside. We click on next. Now, you remember we didn't activate the opener segment yet. So, action, send. Now, the last one we just did, let's test it first and then activate. Okay, email received. Okay, everything looks good. Let's see, the link is working. Yep, link is working. Everything is okay. Let's activate it. Send. Okay. Something important. If you want to edit an autoresponder, you first need to click on action, pause, and then you will see the edit option. Okay? You probably see here something really cool called Magic Copy. So you better see the next video to understand what it's doing, because it's really a magic. So that's it for this video. We explained how to do all the automations. And you can see the system already started pulling the matches. We already done unique total. We already matched. And now we're starting the process of getting all the emails and getting them validated. And as soon as they are in the process, they will start getting these campaigns. All right? Anything you want to add, Gid, before we close up this video?
No, close it up. Hurry. Fast, fast.
Okay. Bye-bye.